you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road.
Flippy blues.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chant a super blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean.
Welcome to Monday night's Tilton Talk show, sponsored by Image Cleaning and in conjunction with Worldwide Cancer Research. Live on a Monday on Facebook and recorded for Switch FM 107.5 and DAB across Birmingham on a Tuesday at 8 p.m. No Joy from Carrow Road on Friday, and 12 Premier League scouts saw Shay Adams score a screamer. Despite the speed of the equaliser, Blues got undone twice and allowed the points to slip away. No game for us this week, so it's time for our small squad to have a rest and get ready for the next run of games. Swansea away on the 29th will complete January for Blues. Then into February we entertain Forest at home. I already have a pint of beer on that one, don't let me down. Then it's Bolton, Bristol City away, then Blackburn Rovers again at St Andrews. Tickets for the big one have all gone, as has Dan Scarr to Walsall and Greg Stewart to Aberdeen. Incoming, we would like to extend a warm welcome to Kerim Marabati. I don't know how you pronounce it yet, we'll find out shortly. To the Blues first team squad, and also a warm welcome to Marta Theodore, who has taken over the helm at Blues Women. So as always, strap yourselves in, get ready for the ride on the world's one and only Tilton Talk show. Marabti. Welcome.
That's it.
Whoa.
It's a good way of remembering. Yeah.
Hey, do it again.
Do it.
Marabti. Whoa.
Think of it as Valare, and you're well away.
There you go.
It's probably going to take a little while just to get into the
Marabti.
I've got it.
Marabti.
Theodore.
We're cosmopolitan on the Tilton Talk
Absolutely
show.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start off as always with Blues Women, Chris, and a new manager.
New manager announced today, Marta Theodore. Not a great deal known about her. She's 50 years old. She was born in Gran Canaria, and she's worked.
I've been there.
Yeah, very nice. You've got so much in common with her. Yes, and she's worked all over the world, being national manager of the Chile national side and Peru's national side. Worked as an analyst in the 2011 and 2015 Women's World Cup. Managed at Atletico Madrid. Coached, as I say, various clubs all over the world. Recently come from a side in the Spanish second division, who were top of their league. I think they were about 3/4 of the way through. So yeah, it's. I think the good thing, obviously last week we we mentioned that Mark's gone on to a job he really couldn't turn down in Orlando. But obviously, Blues fourth in the WSL, a league that is, the FA are desperate to make it a league that's on the up. And we're currently fourth in that division. I think we're a decent prospect for coaches and managers. So for Marta to come in and obviously she's applied for it, and the club have spoken to her, and she's won them over. She spoke to Blues TV, and the snippets I've heard from her, she's spoken really, really well. The way she said she wants to get the team playing is very similar to Mark's philosophy. Which I
like
think
what she said about intelligent players.
Yeah, and I do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And she was saying if we lose possession, she doesn't want us to wait to get it back. She wants us to go and get it back straight away. And I think that philosophy, like I said, it's very very in sync with what Mark wanted from the team. And I think that will help the players, because obviously you don't want too much of a change in setup, a change in system, and I think hopefully she can come in and put her stamp on things. And she's got a week and a half to work with the players now. I think the next game is the 27th, just under a week, isn't it now? So she's got to work with the players. So so we'll see it's a really tough start away at Chelsea, but we'll see what she can. And I think realistically, you probably won't see the fruits of what she's trying to do until next season, perhaps. But she's got the rest of this season. We're not going to go down. We're in a decent position. She's got the rest of this season to see what she's got available, to see the players who are in the squad, what she needs to work, what she's got to work with, if she feels she needs anything else, and to go again, really, and then we can start to measure what she's doing next season.
Well, good luck. I hope all goes well for her.
Absolutely, yeah.
And of course, all the girls too, well, the ladies too. Women. Who's women? Marabti. Kevin French is asking if I'm going to do my Windsor Davis impression. So really sad to hear his passing the other day. It Ain't Half Hot Mum was one of my favourites as a kid. Him and Donna Stowe doing Whispering Grass all those years ago.
Chris won't remember that.
But
I am aware of it.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I will not have gossip in my jungle.
There you go.
There you go. There's done.
Thank you, Windsor.
Evening from Bolton from Wayne Merricks. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining the Tilton Talk show. Chris, do you think we'll do? Do you think she'll do a good job at Blues Women?
Yeah, like I said, it's difficult. You don't really know a great deal about her, but I was thinking earlier, the names that were mentioned as soon as we heard Mark was leaving. The usual coaches that have coached, experience of the WSL. But actually they've gone left field. They've gone outside the box, if you like, with this appointment, and I think it could definitely bring something to the league. And like I say, I hope it brings something to the players, and that they can enjoy playing football under her. They enjoyed playing football under Mark, and if the philosophy is similar, which it seems to be, then hopefully it'll be good times.
What a fantastic question.
Go on.
Thank you.
Do the women come under our embargo?
No.
There you go. That's answered that straight away.
Yeah.
Adam Wilkes saw the BBC website interview. Seems like a strict headmistress. Do you think she'll be approachable after games like Mark was and speak to the fans?
Well, we'll soon find out.
Let's hope so, because I like that side of it.
Yeah, and I think the joy that women's football has at the moment, still, as it currently stands, is that players and management are approachable still after games. You can talk to the players after the game. You could always talk to Mark. Obviously, Mark came in here a couple of times and chatted to us. So yeah, hopefully she will continue that and be more than happy to speak to the fans. Yeah.
Stephen Gill, do you know how many people went for the job, Chris? A great addition to the club.
No, I don't know how many went for it. I heard rumours that this, that, and the other were were going to apply, were applying, or the club were interested in speaking. But it's all hearsay and rumour. And at the end of the day, they've picked Marta out of what I'm sure was a long list of people who would have been interested in the job. So yeah, let's get behind the team between now and the end of the season. We've got an FA Cup run, which would be amazing if we could progress far in the FA Cup again. And given time, let's see which Mark had. Given time, let's see what she can bring to Blues Women. Yeah.
Richard Wilson, thanks for your question. We'll get onto that one very shortly. That's regarding the sellout against.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that one
shortly. That could be good.
Surely not another ticket off this query.
Kev Kelly says that investment of the women's team, the academy team, are all exempt from the FFP computations.
Yeah. There's no issue with the fact that we can't buy or sell players. Yeah.
And Jez has confirmed that there are two different clubs using the same name. Women's team is owned by different people.
Yes.
Okay. So,
correct.
So that's that. Right, okay, thanks for that. Great insight into that one then. Right, Richard, here we go.
Good luck.
Guys, we all know the Villa sellout, in inverted commas, will only be 26,500.
I'll be happy to have 26,500.
Is there any way we can convince the club to sell remaining 3,000 tickets like we used to in the early Premier League years?
No.
Mbatty.
I will not listen.
No.
I'm Rabty.
For
goodness sake. Yeah, they won't. They won't open the.
There will be a considerable sterile area in the GM lower.
Yeah,
half, I would say, of the GM upper will be shut.
Yes, it is. You couldn't buy tickets for the GM upper above the away fans,
and certainly the first two rows of the Cop and Tilton will have netting over the seats. Now that is down to everybody that ran on the pitch.
Not everyone.
Keep off the pitch. Yeah. That was down to everybody that ran on the pitch at that infamous game, and the things that happened afterwards. And this is the consequences of it. This is it.
Yeah.
So no, they won't open them. Sorry.
But you've got such a procedure now to get a ticket for that game. Yeah. So it didn't go to general sale. Nope. So unless you,
yes, it did. I got them.
Not on general sale. Didn't go to general sale. It wasn't available.
GM Opera.
It wasn't available for general sale. You got it because you've got a client reference number.
Yes.
Yeah. So it didn't go to general sale.
I'm with you, like general public.
Until
yes, I'm with you.
Until next week.
So it's registered.
Yeah. So they know you have bought your ticket.
They know where I'm sitting.
They know where you're sitting. That is your client code. If something happens in your area, they know that you're in that area. Same with season ticket holders. So I've managed to get 2 tickets for my brother for his birthday and my mate who lives down in London. So I managed to get 2 tickets for them. That's under my client reference number. If they kick off, that's my client reference number. That's an issue. Now, so they know exactly who is in every seat. So sell 30,000, sell it out. Give the capacity. If there's trouble, those people don't go for the next 5 years. And then other people get the chance to go to Blues Villa. Because nobody does.
Clappergate.
How ironic. So they won't sell out because they're worried about crowd trouble. Yeah. Yet last year they put those monstrosities on every seat.
Just make it laugh, doesn't it?
But what an absolute shower. Honestly, who's making these decisions? Who's running this?
Ian Lomas says it's not up to the club, it's a police thing. Is it not? It is not.
It is nothing to do with the police. Police will have a say.
West Midlands Police in here categorically saying it
they will give their recommendation.
And the police don't lie.
The police will give their recommendation.
And they're coming back.
But it's the club's decision. It's the club's decision to not sell tickets in GM upper block 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It'll be the club's decision to put netting on the first 2 or 3 rows of the Tilton.
Yeah.
It will be the club's decision.
Aaron Gellis says on the scale of things 3,000 will barely make a difference anyway. Probably right.
No, but that's not the point.
I know it's not the point.
It's not the point. A sellout is not 26, 25 and a half, 26,000. That is not a sellout.
Unfortunately, Due
them
to the
across the
sterile
road,
areas,
them across the road sell out 42,000 when we play them. We cut off 3,000 fans.
There will not be any seats available. Therefore, it's a sellout.
But they could close, knock the main stand down,
Yeah.
and it'd be a sellout every week. But the
Put people
attendance
on-
would only be
they could
18,000.
put people on the roof.
Adrian says, evening folks, good evening Adrian, welcome. Poor girl says, I'm bringing mine. Alan Upton will pack himself and wave it at him.
Flipping blues.
I remember the days, I remember the days, James Brown.
Yeah.
I remember the days when away fans had to sit in the two lower blocks of the paddock. That won't happen again because of logistics.
Yeah,
Getting the fans
it's
out. It won't happen.
we've had this discussion
Yeah,
with
yeah.
when the police came in before, and you know the ease and the availability of the car park where the away fans sit to get everyone in and out is why they're still there. Yeah.
So many people want to sit in the Tilton, but only get tickets for the Cop, so they all come over to the Tilton. Well, that's entirely up to you. If you decide to try and move your seat, there's going to be no seats available. So
Well, yeah,
if
you
decide
got to
to
be
move, that's
you got to
entirely
be
up to you.
standing. Yeah.
Yeah. Ray says it's great that season ticket holders were allowed to buy 2 extra tickets each.
Yeah.
Now, who do they go to, and what names are on them?
I'll tell you.
Go on.
Because I got 2. One's going to my brother and one's going to my mate who lives in London. If they kick off, it's me who gets in trouble.
Yeah.
So, tell your mate, if you've bought your mate's tickets, my brother works
So I'm just
Sundays.
clipping it. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My brother works Sundays and he can't get to as many Blues games as he'd like to. But, the chance to get him a ticket for Blues Villa, don't kick off, because then I'm in trouble.
Wayne Merrick says, let's put pressure on the club. I don't think
They're
how
not
much
gonna.
pressure you put on the football club.
They're not gonna.
They are not going to open those
They're not
sterile
gonna.
areas. They are more interested in the day going peacefully and
Because,
losing 3,000 tickets.
yeah.
Because of the implications of the huge fines the EFL will put on us if there's
Yeah.
any more problems there.
Yeah,
Agreed?
that's true.
Right. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. As I read earlier, you have to think of how much a clapper would hurt when landing on their heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, should we try it?
How long?
Should we?
Oh, God, that hurt.
Phew. You can see why they're so feared last season now.
Oh, I know, yeah. Flipping blues.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Adrian Hall's going to make a fortune on the gate selling clappers. Oh dear. Yes, knock the main stand down. Great idea, apart from you'd upset Ray. We don't want to upset Ray, do we?
Well, I'd hate to upset Ryan.
No.
That's the principle. You call it a sellout,
Ray's next comment, nothing wrong with the main stand, it's tradition.
but you call it a sellout. It's not a sellout. Don't call it a sellout.
Sold all available areas.
It's not a sellout.
Sold all available areas. Call it that.
There are no seats available.
There are no seats there.
There are. There'll be a big banner on the over them.
So they're not available.
Well, they are. They are. You could lift that banner and sell those.
Anything
It's
else
a
we can-
12. It's a 12 noon kickoff on a Sunday,
I've got to
and
leave
you're
home at
still
9.
worried about people sitting in row 2 of the Tilton.
I know.
Honestly,
It's crazy, isn't it? You get big local derbies in London and Manchester, and they have a line of stewards, don't they?
Terry Zulu Dempsey wants to know, do you love or hate the main stand? Of course, Ray. The next comment,
Are
love.
we talking about the race stand?
The main stand.
No, the race stand.
the Rise stand.
It's called the race
The
stand.
Ray stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
called
Ray
the-
Hobro stand.
We've got the
it is.
Tilton,
Yes.
the Cop, the Gilmerick, and the Ray
Ray
Hobro
Hobro
stand.
The Ray Hobro
obviously.
stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he's chuckling.
Yeah. It's quite nice, actually, in the Ray Hobro stand.
Right. I don't know what else you could call it apart from, sold all available seats. That's
Well,
it.
go for it then. If that's what you want. If,
Well, it's not what
if
I
you want to, but we'll play along. But it's not a surprise, is it?
No.
It's not a surprise to anybody that you can't. We couldn't get tickets for the Gilmerick Cup.
So what have the club said?
I have.
What's above the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, 1, 2 and 3.
What are the figures that the club have given? 26,500.
26.5, I think.
Okay, so it'll be 26.
26. I guarantee you there'll be empty seats as well.
Drives you mad, doesn't it? Drives you mad, mate.
Steve Tarbuck says fill all the seats and bring in more security.
Somebody said move to a bigger ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that Wayne Darren walls, but maybe we need to move to a new ground.
Maybe we do.
If we do move to a new ground, I couldn't have a sterile one like West Ham's. I wouldn't do that. I've stuttered now 3 times.
We can't have a new ground just for one game a season.
No, yeah.
Can we?
I wonder what the Ray
course.
Hobro stand would look
Two
like in the new ground. Just be the
No,
main
that
stand.
does
wouldn't
need
it?
to-
They
that does
just
need-
move the main stand to the new ground.
We'd have 3 absolutely spectacular stands, and still we'll just have a corrugated iron roof on the other one.
No, just round Ray. Ray and Christina, yeah.
Kelly, can I put the cap on the Sir Pigeons? If you want guaranteed seat that suits you and
Yeah.
is available for every home game, buy a season ticket.
Yeah, which is
Easy,
which
Kev,
is perfect.
But
Which is
some of us
perfect for
work on
people who can.
Saturdays, some
Yeah.
of us work on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Like, I quite often don't know when I'm going to be working the shift next. So, until the rotors are done the week previous.
Change your job.
I am done one.
Retire.
I'm not old enough. I'm 57.
Easy as
Only 57, Chris.
Easy as that. Change your job.
Yeah, but it's obviously that's the perfect way to secure your tickets for any home game, isn't it? But
Yes, it is. Yeah. And I understand. I understand both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
But, the reason I don't get one, and I have had them in the past, the reason I don't get one at the moment is due to work.
Sounds me, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah, let's move to the new Commonwealth Stadium in 2022 at Perry Bar. That's pretty close, isn't it?
it's
To
dangerously close to enemy
Yeah.
territory, isn't it? Perry Bar. I'm not going there.
Wayne Merrick says blocking 2 rows off solves nothing. Well, it does solve. It solves the people trying to climb over that netting, doesn't
No.
it? It would do.
If you want to get on that
Oh,
pitch,
if you wanted to,
if you
you
want to
would.
get
Yes,
on
you
that
would.
pitch,
Yes, you would.
2 rows of netting is not going to stop
It's
you.
going to deter.
It won't.
no, have you
it
seen
won't
in
deter
Italy,
anybody.
in Italy and Spain?
Honestly, it's not 2 rows of netting is not stopping anybody
South America.
who is hell bent on getting on that pitch.
Don't go on the pitch.
If we score at the winner in the last minute, 2 rows of netting is doing nothing.
going on.
I'm in row 30 and I'd get on the pitch.
2 rows of
Never
netting
mind.
going on as well. As
You'd have to have
seen
29
him
row.
I've
I'd have to be front row in row 30 to stop people
I've
getting
seen him
on.
in South America go through barbed
Yeah.
wire, triple. If you want to get through, you'll get through.
Yeah.
Mark Adams joined. Welcome to you, sir. And Paul Ipke says it's sad to see so many empty seats during this game. It is, but the reason for it was the 2011.
Well, that's the reason they'll give you.
I don't think it's just the 2011, is it?
No. Because that was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And Benji Smith, great reply here. Enough about off the pitch. When are we going to battle them on the pitch again? It's been far too long. Let's hope it's this time round.
2036, I think I've penciled it in for.
We've got to be due. We've got to be due.
But so we talk about that cup game, the cup quarter final,
Yeah.
when we beat them and there was all that trouble. So that was a Tuesday night
Yeah.
or a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was Wednesday night, I think, wasn't it?
So it was a Wednesday
Yeah.
night. 2 months later, we played them at home again in the league.
Yeah.
That was a 12 noon kickoff.
Sunday, wasn't
Nothing
it?
happened.
Yeah. No.
Because that was a cup game. Wasn't
Last
it?
season, nothing happened.
22,000
Season
wasn't it?
before that,
Yeah, as well.
nothing happened.
There was a bit of biff outside with.
So what's netting off to the 2 front rows in the Tilton going to stop people scrapping outside?
I think it's our
If you want to scrap outside,
reputation.
you're going to scrap outside.
No.
Dennis says I've seen Mr. Fun at Solihull Moors and he almost got onto the pitch the other day.
Tell you what, yeah,
I
it was
saw that.
bloody close.
I saw that.
They weren't half.
It's all Mr. Fun's fault then. He must have gone on the pitch last time.
No, I have never been on the pitch.
I didn't, and my 2 kids went to. And my God, did I shout out?
I've never been on the pitch.
Oh, I have.
I've been tempted, but I've never been on.
Long time ago. Notts County. Promotion game.
Okay, I think we've done that to bits now. Really, not more we can say about that. Really, is there?
I would, unless anybody's got anything else to add. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at what James Brown's just played there. Let's be sensible. When if it happens in the near future, you redevelop the paddock identical to the Cop, then away fans will visit in a number of the Derby games. Get McGill, Merrick.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to redevelop the paddocks though.
Not in our lifetime.
no,
They've got
not for a
to
very
though.
long time.
They have got
No,
to
no.
eventually.
But it's very rare that people redevelop stands
And
now.
Kevin Tomlinson
Might
is
as well just
correct.
get a
They
new.
can't do anything to the main stand to develop into like what we have.
No,
No,
due
because
to
of
the
the-
apartments.
they can still. It'll just get a lick
Due
of
to
paint,
the
won't
apartments
it? Yeah.
at the back.
I thought that had been sorted.
I thought Blues owned that.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that had changed.
I think they do.
If anybody knows any different, let me
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure that Blues own that.
Yeah.
What, own those apartments?
Yes.
I think they do. Yeah, yeah.
Do Birmingham City own the apartments at the back of the Ray Hobro stand?
Wasn't that something
There's a
to do with the
question.
trust?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
I think
Somebody
Adrian
from the
Howell
trust
might
is
be able
listening,
to.
can you get back to us,
Yeah,
please?
I remember
the
him.
trust. Yeah,
That situation changing. Yeah. But
yeah.
Okay.
the last thing we could do with right now is splashing 60 million quid on a new stand. So we might have to wait for a bit. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Marabti.
Marabti
Theodore.
and Theodore.
That could be a footballer's name, couldn't it? Marabti Theodore. Got kind of a
I
ring to it.
suppose.
Sounds
I
like a
suppose
Spanish ball fighter.
possible.
It's got kind of a ring to it.
Yeah.
Okay, you may have seen at the front of the show there's a young lad, 7-year-old Tom, who's in a very poorly way at the moment, so I'm not going to go into any great details, but if you could just send every Blues hug that you possibly could to not only him but also his family, as he's had a really bad turn for the worst last Saturday, I think it was, wasn't it? Last Saturday.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so
yeah.
keep him in your thoughts, guys. Tom, 7 years old. Yeah. Wasn't Scarlett a little star last week?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
She was, wasn't
Cost
she?
me a
Excellent
fiver.
song.
She didn't get any sweets. She didn't get a
You
bag
know
of
what?
sweets.
And I got them here. I forgot I had some.
Scarlet sweets, there they are.
She could have had all them.
She could have had a lot.
But instead, I'm going to eat them.
I used to sing the Harley Dean song.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh yes. I
Off
think,
you go then.
Pardon?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I've got a feeling that's had quite a lot of downloads. Probably the most downloads we've had.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, brilliant.
yeah, it's really
brilliant.
good.
It was a bit of a shame we had some technical issues part way through, but soon picked it back up.
It ended up okay. Good show.
Okay, Greg Stewart record and then run.
As we assumed it would be last
Yep.
week. Yeah. Yeah. So I think he's out of contract in the summer anyway, and he's gone back out on loan for the rest of the season. So that will be him done. Yeah.
Yeah, that will be a wage save.
It will.
No disrespect to him at all, none whatsoever, and good luck to him, obviously. And Dan Scarr out today to Walsall as well.
Yeah. Another one which
Didn't work with it.
listen, we've got Morrison and Dean. If one of them's out, it'll be Roberts who plays, and we're looking at cost cutting exercises to try and show the EFL that we're doing our best in terms of saving money where we can. So yeah, it's another guy who didn't get much playing time. I think he played once in the cup this season. So yeah, it's numbers off the wage bill.
And Karim Marabti in.
Marabti in.
Do you know anything about him?
Not a lot.
No, nor me.
An attacking player. He's only 24. From the Swedish league. I think he was called up for Sweden's national team, their squad, in December. So only last month he was good enough to be called up for the Swedish national team. And I think a few of the Swedish, I've seen a few Blues fans retweeting messages they've had from Swedish supporters who are saying he'll give everything for us, he'll run through a brick wall, and he'll give everything he can for us. So which is what we've had all season,
Yep,
and if he does that, it's no surprise that people like Gary Monk have picked up on that, and have decided that he's going to be the last signing of the season. Yeah.
Well, it's the only one we can do anyway.
Well, yeah. So that's the last one until
So even if
until
two
the summer
come out,
now.
you can't bring another one.
No, that's it now. Yeah.
That's the kind of restrictions that
Yeah.
we're under.
And you do wonder whether the fact it is an attacking player, whether that's a just in case, really, if Hotter or Adams were to go. There's a bit more cover there, but
Well, Kelly
hopefully
says the temptation to cash in on Shea or Vassell. Would you take it? Vassell, I don't think will go anywhere because he's.
it'd be a risk for somebody to
Yeah.
buy Vassell now for really anything above 5 million. Adams, every game he plays, he's adding numbers onto his transfer value, and I'm genuinely serious. If Callum Wilson is worth 75 million, then I'm not selling Adams for less than 30.
70, I thought it was. 70.
Okay, 70.
Split hairs.
What's 5
30,
million between
30
friends?
million.
5 million to the Blues. That's the main stand. That's,
Yeah.
that's a new Ray Ombroad stand. That is.
Oh, fucking hell.
But I'm not. You've got to slap 30 million. You know, because anything less, and you're undervaluing him based on today's market. It's as simple as that. He is not. Callum Wilson is not more than 2 times the player Che Adams is.
Not at all. No.
Adams is 21. He is improving game after game. Again on Friday night, a game which we didn't have a lot of the ball, but every chance he got, he caused them problems. He was strong. He was quick. He took his goals so well. You know, a striker in so much confidence that was. You know, the finish of a really confident striker. You'd be absolutely insane to go anywhere near 10 million.
Mark Adams is saying, no, got to keep Shea at all costs.
Yeah, maybe, but let's be realistic. If Adams goes, are we going to go down? No.
No.
Depends on points.
No.
Of
No, we won't go down. No.
We're not going to go down.
No.
Even if Adams gets sold, and if somebody comes in with 30 million, that's your profitability and sustainability back.
Yeah.
So you have to, if it's 30 million, you have to start talking.
God,
you just
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
But anything around 10 million, you can.
In all honesty, can you see anybody coming in with 30 million?
talking about Callum.
I genuinely don't know. Honestly, I don't.
God,
Kevin
Tomlinson,
said, I think my bum cheek must be worth about 10 million.
Well, if you don't rate Adams, then that's
I think that's probably the one with the most.
Put it this way.
Isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
Kevin was
Kevin,
there.
of course, Kevin. Yeah.
Put it this way, you've got 30 million now, right? Is there anybody you would go out and buy for 30 million?
Well, you can't buy anybody.
Can't buy anybody.
Can't buy anybody this summer.
If you could, I'm saying.
Well, yeah, there's tons.
Exactly.
You could buy half of Callum Wilson.
Exactly.
Yeah, just the lower half because we only need his feet. But realistically, you sell Adams now for 30 million, and you say, will anyone come in with a bid like 30 million? If you're Newcastle and you're looking, desperately need goals to stay in the Premier League, which gets you 150 million again next year, what's 30 million now? If Adams, if someone goes in for Adams now, a Cardiff or whoever else is in Crystal Palace, anybody else in that bottom half of that Premier League who are looking at it thinking we need goals in this side. Adams has got 14 already this season in the Championship. He's 21. He's only going to get better. Go and get him. If he scores 6 now between the end of the season, and 3 of those are 1-0 wins, and you stay in the division, your 30 million looks like peanuts.
I'm afraid people are going on. Mark says, 30 million, no chance, 15 at best. Chris
15
Carter,
million?
Chris Carter
5,
says 20.
Callum
Kevin
Wilson.
Kelly says 20.
Callum Wilson is 5 times the player
15.
Che Adams is.
15.
Come on.
15.
You are
Sorry.
so undervaluing.
I'm just repeating what's being said on the
15 million is nothing.
No one has.
Transfer values are going through the roof so quickly.
Yeah.
You are completely underselling Che
15 million
Adams.
Shea money.
No way.
No? Okay.
No way are we even. Just hang up straight away. Somebody comes on the phone and says 15 million, hang up straight away. You are. It's derisory. You've got no chance.
I agree.
Transfer values. We have every right to say, what do we think Che Adams, how are we comparing Che Adams with Callum Wilson? And I know Bournemouth are a Premier League club and they've got plenty of money and they don't need to sell, and if they're going to get rid of Callum Wilson, then they're going to have to get someone in. They've just bought Dominic Solanke from Liverpool, who's played 1 game for Liverpool this season. I think he scored 1 goal in the whole time he's been at Liverpool, like 3 or 4 years, and he's gone for over 20 million.
Pete Taylor would rather sell Potter for 5 million
But
than Adams for 30.
He's not playing in the Premier League.
Well,
what was that? Sorry.
Sorry, Pete Taylor says I'd rather sell Potter for 5 million than Adams for 30.
all due respect, Pete, you're living on cloud cuckoo land again. Hotter, we paid more than 5 million for Hotter.
He'd rather sell him for 5 than get rid of Shea for 30.
No.
I think we'd
No,
probably get
you,
more.
you,
words,
you are
if
massively,
Shea.
you are massively underselling Hotter as well.
I think
okay.
if we got our money back, I think should take it.
Not a chance. Well, when did we buy Hotter? We bought Hotter 2 years ago.
Yeah, I
Look
know.
at what have transfer value stayed the same in 2 years. You're honestly.
It's not to do with transfer values. It's to do with
'Cause it
what
is.
they're worth. Surely.
Hotter is the only person with any technical ability in that
Yeah.
team. To be fair, Che's developing one. Che is developing a technical ability, which is.
Kev,
which
if we
is
land
really
20
looking
million
good.
for Shea and 5 million for Vassell, we could resolve FFP. The club is bigger than any individual, surely.
And then we're left with Djukovic up front for the rest of the
And
season.
Ratty.
He's not a striker.
No, but he probably would be.
You can't get rid of both of them.
Grealish apparently worth 40 million.
Exactly. This is
yeah,
my
but that's
point.
due to the amount of grease he puts on his hair.
But we can have a joke about hating Grealish, this, that, and the other. Tammy Abraham has got. I don't know how long he's got left on his Chelsea contract. By the way, there's another thing. Adams only recently signed a 5-year deal, so he is not. He's not going anywhere
Well, they can still go.
unless
They
you
can still
buy
go.
him out of
Yeah,
that contract.
People buy.
Yeah, they do, but you're gonna
all
have
the
to.
time.
You're gonna have to pay for it. You're paying off. You've got to pay 4 years worth of that contract.
Mark Adams says so much to fund to WM. And loan him back until May. Could be mileage in that.
It's just
On a reduced rate.
honestly,
Love
the
it.
numbers people are talking about. You are completely underselling our players.
And apparently your face has gone up 3 shades of red in the last 5 minutes.
More because I'm fuming. I'm fuming with people.
In recent games, Jota, our 6 million record signing, has been flat as a witch's breast.
Who's that? Who said that?
Kevin Kelly,
Block.
friend of the show.
Block him and
Friend of
report
the
him.
show.
And I never want to see or speak to Kevin Kelly ever again. It's honestly the levels people are going to. I love Michael Kieftenbeld, right? I think what he brings to Blues is fantastic. And a side without Kieftenbeld, we're not the same side without Kieftenbeld.
Yeah.
But the love he gets from people, and then Hotter, somebody with so much technical ability. Look at Adams' goal. The only person on that pitch in a blue shirt who could carry the ball the way Hotter did and then find Adams. And it's not just finding Adams, it's finding Adams with a ball that he only needs to touch it once and then he can get his shot away. That it's technical ability. The goal against Middlesbrough, cutting inside, carrying the ball, actually having the ability to get the ball at his feet and move with it, which nobody else in the side appears to be able to do. And people are slagging him off like anybody's business and saying get rid of him for anything because he's useless and he doesn't want to tackle. Like that's the only thing that matters in football.
Kev Kelly says, Chris, that's harsh, but Hotter has been very flat recently. The
Yeah,
fact
no.
he has all that ability but limited aptitude.
I disagree. I completely disagree. I could not disagree more. He looks against Middlesbrough. He sort of took it onto himself that right. I am going to drop deep. I am going to move into the middle, and I'm going to get this game back in our favour. And I'm going to start doing something with this ball because we're not doing anything with it. We've got Gardner and Kieftenbeld in midfield, and for what they do, it's fantastic. And again, this season, I'm not battering them by any stretch of the imagination because this season they've been fantastic and look where we are because of what they've done, but they are not on a different scale to the ability Hotter has. And when he has the ball, that's when things happen for Blues. And it happened against Middlesbrough in the second half. We decided to move Hotter into the middle, a deeper role so he could carry that ball, and Middlesbrough had to drop deeper because they knew give the ball to Gardner and Kieftenbeld because they're not going to hurt us. If Hotter's got the ball, he can hurt us, and that's where we got our goal on Friday as well. With Hotter carrying the ball and finding a pass that nobody else in that side can find.
Jim Kay says Hotter's not a winger. Get him in for why do these things move all the time? Not a winger, get him behind the front two. He did play well behind the front two as well, didn't he? In the Middlesbrough game.
Yeah, but he was sort of on the halfway line, so he was dropping a little bit deeper to pick the ball up off the back four at times, and then he carries it because you don't see another Blues player run with the ball. Certainly in the midfield too. They get it and they distribute it quickly. And it's great against certain teams, and it's worked this season. It has.
Interesting point here from James Brand. The signing of Marabti. The signing of Marabti could actually help Hotter by taking the pressure off him, constantly carrying the ball, and also make him play for his.
And do you know what I think? I was thinking this on Friday night watching the Norwich game, especially the first half hour. Actually, away from home against decent sides, you might have to sacrifice that 4-4-2 because you've mentioned. I think Magoma's efforts have got to be improved. His ability, he's got to start showing his ability again. But actually, away from home and against better teams, you could go that 4-4-1-1, and I can't remember who you said mentioned it, but Hotter behind Adams might be the way to go. Or Adams or Djukovic. Adams could play out wide maybe, and
Digger to come back as well.
Well, there's an option, yeah. But it's good to have options. That's the positive of Davis coming back, and the positive of Vassell coming back. But for people to, I just can't catch my breath at people having a pop at Hotter.
Okay.
The boy's got more technical ability than half the team put together, and without him, we are so easy to play against.
Jason Drennan, Hotter, and Adams were the best players on Friday night.
I thought they were, and possibly Pedersen.
I thought
Davis as Craig Gardner made a big difference coming on in the last two games.
Yeah, I was just going to say Burrow as well. I felt he added a different dimension. Tried to keep the ball a little bit more than we were doing. Because it's great. At the start of the season, we were playing the way we were playing. We were getting the ball forward as quickly as possible. People pick up on things so quickly, though. And actually, the one thing that Norwich did, their fullbacks pushed forward so much. They were basically wingers. You had two wingers on both sides.
Yeah.
They were forward so much, which diffused Hotter and Magoma a little bit. But actually, when we got the ball forward to Hotter, with Adams' goal, he cut inside. He had a bit of room, and produced the magic that got the goal. But yeah, I just think a little bit of a more steady approach, if you like, against better teams, who will keep the ball more, and who will know how to nullify us a bit better.
Mark Adams says I wouldn't throw Marabti in straight away. The speed of the Championship is going to shock him.
He might flourish. If he's a lad that puts in everything in every game, he might just come off and shock a few people himself. But Monk's been. I think Monk is one of these where he's loyal to the players that have done well for him. So I think I'm pretty certain at Swansea away it'll be Magoma and Hotter out wide again. But yeah, listen, again, it's options. That's the main thing. If someone's not having a very good game, we've now got players on the bench who can come on and hopefully change the game for us.
Nice to have an option, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've, even though we've done very well, we've not had many options really, have we?
No, and I think it was, look back to Hull at home, and we were 2-0 up at half-time because of Adams. But actually we had a midfield of Solomon Otterball, Lakin, Keefton Beld, and Mahoney. That was our midfield, and we had nothing on the bench, and we went 3-2 back behind against Hull.
Yeah.
And actually, that if you've got that midfield, you're probably looking at bottom half / relegation battle. If that is your first choice midfield, and actually when you look at it now, Mahoney will probably still be on the bench, but with the options we've got now, you won't see Solomon Otterborough or Lakin again probably this season.
No. Simon Parker, what a bargain Pedersen has been, worth getting into trouble with the effort. with a question mark after it.
I don't think it's worth the EFL kicking off over us, but he's been very, very good, and he's got better and better. And he's someone that likes to carry with the ball, but obviously he can only go so far because you don't want your left back marauding into the middle of the pitch and losing the ball. So but he's been good, and I thought I agree with the guy who said Hotter and Adams were the best players on Friday night, but I thought Pedersen also had a half decent game considering how defensively shook we were in the first half hour.
Yes. Mark Adams, I want to really put one over O'Neill when Forrest turn up. Now that would be nice, wouldn't it?
I don't care about O'Neill. I'd love just beat Forrest. Beat Forrest.
The last time Forrest came back with a manager that had defected across the city.
Yeah, that's true.
Make it as hostile as that then if you want.
Yeah.
But stay on the pitch.
Yeah.
Could you play your other jingle?
Which one? Oh, this what one?
Flipping blues. I still don't know what it says.
I think it's something to do with being below the blues.
Yeah.
All right.
That's actually me doing that, by the way.
Yeah,
yes,
Oh,
it's
know
very
that,
good.
You know that, don't you? Okay.
Dave Twine, going back to Hotter, you think that when we get a corner against us that Hotter would go to the halfway line. Sometimes he could take two players with him. Tactics, too samey.
Possibly. He hasn't exactly got the pace to break away from teams, but it's whenever he gets the ball, you can see that teams are on alert when he gets the ball. With all due respect to the midfield too, that like I said, they've been excellent at what they've done this season, but it's easy to defend against because they're not gonna pierce through you. Those two aren't. That's the kind of players they are. But when Hotter gets the ball, that's when teams stand up and really start to be alert. And they've got Middlesbrough ended up with three on him in the second half.
Good as well.
Yeah, but you've got to get the ball to Shea, and Adams is certainly one of the you look at every defender now, every centre half partnership. The one who's playing better, the better one seems to drift towards Adams because they know that he is really tricky, and you've got to be wary of Adams at the moment. Certainly Hotter. They had three on him every time he picked the ball up against Middlesbrough. Obviously, we didn't have an awful lot of the ball on Friday night, so it was difficult for him. But
Warren Starling wants to know: does anybody know anything about the young lad Jude Bellingham? Hot property, apparently.
Only that he's scored a few goals in the underage groups. Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm sure Gary is aware.
Yeah, I'm sure the underage coaches will be passing on information and things like that. Yeah.
Competition time, Mrs. Brown.
Yes, we'll do the first competition.
Two competitions to do today.
There's about four.
Four?
Yeah.
We'll do the first competition first.
Yeah. No, hang on.
And then the second competition.
Before that, I'll get this question out that's been supplied by our friend of the show.
Oh.
Friend of the show. Paul Lipkiss. And we'll get that out soon. Hang on. Right then, okay. Here's this week's quiz question. Quiz question, okay. Who am I?
Chris Brown.
No, am I? I have played with all the players below at club level, but have never played for Man United, Chelsea or West Ham.
Have you got a bit of paper?
Here we go. Here's the players. Andy Cole, Lee Sharp, Luke Chadwick, Daniel Nardello, Michael Forsell, Scott Sinclair, Lenny Pidgley, Dave Besant, Hogan Ephraim, Nigel Quashie. Oh, these are all really difficult ones to say. Norberto Schlano, another one. Matthew Upton. Who am I?
So he's played for Blues.
Okay, then people get your thinking cap on that
There's
one.
a few ex-Blues players.
So do you want to read that again?
No.
Do you want me to?
No.
Go on then. Who am I?
I haven't got the thing.
Okay, I have played with all players below at club level, but have never played for Man United, Chelsea or West Ham. Andy Cole, Lee Sharp,
You Chelsea or West Ham?
Lou Chadwick, Michael Forsell, Scott Sinclair, Dave Besant, Nigel Quashly, Solano, Matthew Upson. Who am I? Who lives in a house like
Solano,
this?
isn't that the hotel off Benidorm?
And he plays for Blues.
Huh?
And he plays for Blues.
Played.
Plays.
Currently plays. I don't
Okay.
believe that.
Answers on a postcard. If anybody could update us on any score with the Baggies, always interested to find out what's
Yeah.
going on. That kicked off at 8 o'clock.
It's not. Can I have a quick guess?
Go on then.
Pennant.
Nope.
Racked your brain for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I just had a quick one. 0-0.
No,
I'll
thanks,
be-
Paul York. Cheers.
I'll tell you the answer. I'll show you the answer.
Okay, this is exciting. Goodness me. Good luck, everyone.
Joseph Donahoe says thank you, Nick, and to Chris's brilliant show. Tonight I live in Dorset, and the last couple of years don't get up there for home games. I did London games when I could. Get a ticket. Look forward to the show every week. You are great lads. Keep right on. Thank you,
Thank
Joseph.
you, Joseph.
Keep
Very
listening.
kind.
Spread the word, my friends. Spread the word. Don't forget this week all you've got to do to be in the competition is share this on your personal Facebook page, and it's as simple as that.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
It's not Savage. It's not Andy Johnson. It's not Lee Bowyer. It's not Paul Robinson. It's not Craig Gardner. It's not Lee Camp. It's not James Beattie. And it's 1-0 Baggies. Goal bell.
Has played.
Goal
has
bell.
played. Where's the bell going? Oh, hang on.
There we go. Has played, so he's not a current player. He's not a current
No, he's
player.
not a cripple.
He's not.
Gary Monk.
No.
Paul Robinson.
No. Ridgewell, no. You will do ridiculously well to
Yeah.
get this.
You've got to be clever
I have
like
to
what
say,
we are.
He's in
to
our
get that
squad.
one.
He's not in our squad.
No, no,
right.
no.
He used to play for us.
Right, gotcha.
Not many years ago.
Oh.
Much good away.
Mm.
Give a clue
Seen
later.
Checkenboy's name come through.
Yeah, I know. I close my eyes as soon as I see it. It's like the bird, Bird Box. Whenever
that's a great
whenever that
film.
name comes around, I have to close my eyes quickly.
Watching for the first time, you're right.
It's very good.
Yeah,
I
very good.
enjoyed it.
Well, I was doing really well on Super 6 this week, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Yes.
Then I didn't.
And yeah.
I got 8.
Sharon got joint first, I think, with 14. 14.
Not Melchiot, not Brian Hughes, not Dunn, not Bruce, not Quidrew, not Otter.
Blast from the past.
Not Kevin
Everybody's
Phillips
Googling.
either.
Kevin Phillips?
Huddersfield have found a new manager, Kevin. Yes, they have.
Yes, they have, yes.
Borussia Dortmund's second team manager. Yeah.
Cunningham?
No.
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 McSheffrey, no. Ravel Morrison, no. Well, Ravel Morrison played for Man United, and that was in the stipulation. Hasn't played for Man
Oh, you
United,
little rule master, aren't you?
Chelsea, or West Ham. You have to listen. You have to listen to the questions, Stephen.
Nicky Butt?
No. Also played for Man United.
I'll give us some.
Listen to the question.
Yeah. So then, are we ready
Horsfield,
for
no.
this
Heskey,
week's-
no. Shane Ferguson, no. Yarisic, no. Because Yarisic played for Chelsea.
Forsell?
Forsell could not. Played for Chelsea, so it couldn't be that. And Mikel Forsell could not have played with Mikel Forsell. That was one of the players on the list.
I love it.
Nicky Forster, no. Jerome, no.
No, I'm not going to pin the question because that gives people. It makes it too easy. Well, no, it's not. It doesn't really, does it?
Okay,
You know what?
second
I'm going to
competition
give a
coming up.
clue later.
Yeah, we'll
Something
give his
for the
initials at 22.
Gary Ablett?
This
No.
competition we're drawing now is from 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Okie dokie. Keith Farley, Damien Johnson?
No, neither of those. Dennis wants me to read the question out. I think he felt that you weren't very good at it.
If it's me, you or Nick, put it back in.
It's Jez McDonough.
But I've never won anything.
Jez McDonough. Clements, no. Carr, no. Sutton, no, because he played for Chelsea. Joe Hart, no.
Seaman?
No. Spectre, no. Nafty, no. Heskey, no.
Yes.
Devlin, no.
Not Dungeons.
Do you want me to have the question, Chris?
So it's not easily Googleable, at least, then, is it?
It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
easily
pretty
Googleable at all.
Ben Foster?
Well, I genuinely think I'll read the answer. Well, Chris will read the answer out, and people will go, "Christ, yeah, he did play for Blues, didn't he?"
Oh, it's one of them, is it?
Right. I have never played for Man United, Chelsea, or West Ham. That's Man United, Chelsea, and West Ham. And I have played with Andy Cole, Lee Sharp, Luke Chadwick, Daniel Nardiello, Mikel Forsell, Scott Sinclair, Lenny Pidgley, Dave Besant, Hogan Ephraim, Nigel Quasi, Norberto Solano, and Matthew Upson.
Who am I?
Chris Sutton played for Chelsea, Mark. I've just said that.
Come on, listen.
Come on.
Right, okay, we've got some more coming now. Ben Foster,
No.
David Seaman,
No.
Alan Kirbishley,
No.
Obafemi
Oh,
Martin.
Alan Kirbishley?
I know, Obafemi Martin. I'm just reading.
No.
I'm just reading.
No. Alan Kirbishley? Winterburn, no. Dwight York, no. Because he played for Man United, right? Hleb, no. King, no. Seaman, no. Martin Taylor, no. Ridgewell, no. Bowyer, no. Johnson, no.
That's a whole lot of players.
Nobody's got it right yet. Karen Brady, no. Thanks for the input, though, Lindsay. You'll set Paul Gill off. Ricky Otto, no. Leroy Leiter, no. Kenny Cunningham, no. Instead of saying no to every name that's coming up, we'll just assume it's no.
Okay.
Until somebody gets it. I'll keep an eye on it.
All righty, okay. Pretty good.
Can I give a clue in a bit?
But he has
not
played
yet.
for Blues.
No, give
So
us
don't
one-
say Darren Bent.
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Jesper Gronkian, no.
I thought you were not saying that anymore.
No.
I'm Bradley.
Emrabti. Emrabti.
It's going to take me a while.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the other competition for, mister?
This one is for last week's draw.
Oh, should we do that now as well and get them both out of the way
Yeah,
and then they're done and...
give me
done
2
and
minutes
dusted?
because I've done this one properly.
Yeah.
Nobody's got it
nice little
right.
rest then before we play Swansea.
Yeah, well, 3 days, yeah. Yeah.
Well, 3 days extra, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were due to play them on the Saturday, so... yeah, well, I think it's good just to reset the minds, really, as well as the bodies, you know, because mentally as well, it's a really tough run that we've been on, and yeah, we haven't won since Stoke on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, that's the last time Swansea have lost as well. I
Is
think
it?
was Boxing Day. So they're on a decent run. You know, they've obviously got the cup game on Saturday, but it's at home to Gillingham, so I'm pretty sure they'll rest a lot of their players. So I'd fully expect their first team to be fit and raring to go on Saturday, on Tuesday night. Sorry. So yeah, it's a difficult one, but you know, like you say, the extra 3 days rest. We'll have 10 days since our last game, and hopefully that'll have given the players time to just to reset their bodies and reset their minds, and ready for two games in 5 days. Then I think, and then the week after, I think it's 3 in a week.
Yeah, 3 in a week. And then what are we going to do for the rest of February?
Well,
exactly. So
it's
St Andrews on the
similar, isn't
2nd of Feb for Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
9th of Feb, which is a week later, Loftus Road, Queen's Park
Yeah,
Rangers.
and then Bolton at home.
12th of
is it, on the 12th?
February,
Yeah.
so that's 3 days later.
Yeah, the Tuesday night.
Is
Yeah,
Bolton at home.
yeah,
16th,
yeah,
which is 4 days after that, is Bristol away.
yeah, and then Blackburn at home the week
And
after
then the
that.
20,
Isn't it?
nothing till the 23rd then?
Yeah.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22.
Yeah,
something
the
like
week
that.
after. Yeah.
23rd,
Yeah.
Blackburn away.
But you obviously, we're due to play Swansea on the Saturday. But we'll have nothing. We'll have no game for 10 days. But then we'll have a Tuesday, Saturday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday again. So that's the Championship though, and that's why.
And then of course we're going to March.
Yeah, it's a long way to go until March. But
It's a sell out already.
yeah, I'm aware of that. That's because they've closed half the stadium. Yeah.
So that's quite a difficult February, actually, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. They come thick and fast, don't they, man?
Yeah, they do, and that's it is the championship. It's the nature of the championship, and that's why the teams at the top are bulking their squads up, because they know that they've got to go again in the second half of the season. And obviously we've brought Marabti in. Hopefully we don't lose anybody. That's the ideal situation. You don't lose anybody.
Yeah, Aaron Guy says he's really disappointed about Swansea being on a Tuesday.
Where can you fit it in? I mean, you can't fit it in on another Saturday.
How difficult was it for our fans to get to Norwich on a Friday?
Yeah.
Some people didn't get back till 2 or 3 o'clock.
I think there was roadworks on 7 junctions worth of roadworks on an A road. So fair play to the ones who went. Unbelievable.
Legends.
You'd have had to have left at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right, his names are still flying in this.
Yeah, I haven't seen a winner. I haven't seen a correct one
I've
yet.
been checking. No one's got it yet.
Yeah.
Let me know when you want a clue.
Can I have a look at this?
No.
All right. Ooh, I see it. Oh, it's like a private party.
It's our club.
It's a private club. Private members club only.
It's the new game show. It's a new game. Don't show Nick.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
No, let's make the item. We're going to generate.
No, lad. I will not have gossip. Right, okay, where did he play? Not telling you, Jez, sorry.
On the pitch.
He's English.
On the pitch.
Yeah.
He's English. There's your half-8 clue.
You've ruined my subliminal link clue type
Simon
thing.
Walker, what's going on with Stocktown reference donations?
You heard it.
Yes,
He's trying
you
to
heard
wind.
it.
He's trying. I think there's a wind up here.
I don't care. I don't care what he's doing with his money. I don't
Well, he
care.
wants to, can't he?
Get off. Get off Twitter. Stop crying on Twitter. Get off. I'm sick of you. Simple
go.
as that.
How many pills did you take before you come in?
I'm done with him. I honestly, if he responds to one more Blues fan with, "Oh, I really love the club. I really love the club. I'm desperate to be playing." A load of rubbish. Just you're desperate to go. In one breath, he says, well, "I've tried to go so many times," and in the next breath, it's, "I love the club. I wish I could be helping."
One wants to know English or British.
English.
English was. There you go.
Definitely
He's
English,
English.
yeah.
Spectre was.
Spectre's American. But close.
Let's do our next draw.
Next draw.
A big clue coming up.
Pete's asking for trouble.
Welcome to
Pete
Richard
Taylor.
Taylor. He's just joined us all the way from Miami.
Miami.
If it's me, you, or be back in.
Why did you put him in the first place then? I'm just looking at logistics and simple things. Lee, I think that's Watson, is it? Can you just check that for me?
Lee Watson.
Lee Watson. There you go. You are the second winner in the Tilton Talk Trillion Trophies competition this week, and those are the
We've got
first.
a 3-word review to come next.
2019, aren't they? Kirovsky's hardly going to be English, is he?
No, Kirovsky's Canadian. Or American, I think. Sorry, American.
Yeah.
Brian Hughes was Brian Hughes Welsh or English?
Welsh, I think. Brian Hughes.
Did he play for Wales?
Yeah, Hughes is Welsh. Jim Kay says Hughes is Welsh too.
Mark, who can't comment.
Kuszek is Polish.
Jovan
He's the Pole
Krowski.
in the goal.
Honestly.
Who can't comment?
Somebody who can't comment. Somebody called Mark. He can't comment for some reason. He said his message means that Jovan Krowski.
Yeah, it's not Kirovsky,
No.
no, he's American.
Yeah.
I didn't think Hughes was Welsh.
Brian Hughes, I'm sure he was Welsh. Somebody Google Brian Hughes, ex-Birmingham City player. Find out if he's Welsh or not.
Gotta be.
Gotta be Welsh.
I didn't think so.
Brian Hughes, man! Brian Hughes!
There goes the Welsh audience.
Mine went joined
Switched
it.
off straight away.
Brian Hughes. His name is Brian Hughes.
A cracker.
Hughes is a Scouser, says Bick. Do you know, I'm not
don't
just
know.
a pretty face.
I really
am
don't
I?
know.
I know my stuff.
Liverpool is in Wales, and therefore Brian Hughes is Welsh from Kev Kelly.
Right. Oh, that's good logic, Kev. Well done.
Jim Case is definitely Welsh.
No. Michael Johnson was Jamaican. I like, since I've give the
English
clue that he's English, we've basically had every other nationality under the sun, apart from English guesses.
Luke. Martin O'Connor.
We signed Martin Swinsko says we signed him from Wrexham, Brian Hughes, which obviously means he must be Welsh.
It's gotta be,
Because you don't sign everybody
no.
who's from of the place we bought them from. He's where their
They only have Welsh
nationality is.
players, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh dear me, dear me, dear me, dear me.
You have a clue yet? Want a clue? Want a clue yet?
We'll have the 25 to 9 clue.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay
Mr. Brown.
then. I like a drop of red or white.
Oh,
Subliminal.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
so something to do with vino. Something to do with wine.
Somebody's got it. Chris
Carter
Carter.
has got it.
There you go. He got it before I said it as well.
Oh, Rowan Vine.
Rowan Vine.
Well done, Chris
You remember
Carter.
Rowan Vine, surely?
Yes, I remember Rowan Vine. Yeah.
We didn't want an easy competition, did we? Certainly wasn't.
No. Anyway, let's get back to football.
Yeah.
It's what we're here for, kind of, isn't it, really?
Sort of,
Yeah,
sometimes.
so the Swansea game's got on a Tuesday night. I can't go.
No, I won't be able to. It's busy at work, so there's no way I'll be able to have the afternoon off, unfortunately.
Alberto Tarantino's just gone.
Alberto Tarantini, it's not. No, it's not Alberto Tarantini. Good guess, though, Dennis.
Keep it on.
Keep trying.
Vine was useless, blimey. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, again, it's a trek for Blues fans, but, yeah, I'd have definitely gone if it was the Saturday. But, yeah, unfortunately, with the change, I won't be able to go, but...
And as the table stands now, Carly Leeds out there in front with 54. West Brom obviously playing tonight.
Yeah, about to go to
Norwich
50, aren't they?
53. Sheffield 50. West Brom will currently be 50.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough 47. Derby 46. Bristol 44. Hull 40.
Bristol City, by the way, what a run there, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. And Hull, they've done very well as well
Yeah,
recently, haven't they?
yeah.
Swansea 40. Blackburn Rovers 40. And Birmingham City 39. Now we've got to play Blackburn Rovers, we've got to play Swansea, we've got to play Bristol City.
Well,
Three
nearly
teams are
everybody, yeah.
all slightly above us.
Yeah. But I think you look at
Forest
Swansea.
one below. Forest one below.
You look at Swansea as well. I think they've got to play us. They play us on the Tuesday night,
Yeah.
and I think they've got Bristol City away on the Saturday. So that's a big week
Big
for
two,
Swansea.
yeah,
Actually,
big,
if they beat Gillingham and get to the FA Cup 5th round, and then they've got 2 games against the teams who are currently, what are we, 10th at the moment? Are we
11th?
11th. So 11th and 7th in the league. It's a big week for them if they want to. Consolidate their push for playoffs as well. So yeah, it's quite a big game actually. And then as you say, we've got Forest who are on Saturday who have just got a new manager as well. But I think if you go down, there are 4 teams on 39, are there?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 on 39.
Yeah.
And then Stoke on 38. There's
And then
Queen's Park Rangers on 39. Forest, Birmingham City, and another team.
yeah, so Stoke are on 38.
38 for Stoke.
In what position? Like 15th?
Yeah.
So 15th are only 6 points off the.
Yes.
You know, 6 points off the playoffs.
The next one, you
No.
drop another 3 points then down to Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, I think you can probably rule Sheffield Wednesday out, but in terms of playoff positions, I wouldn't rule anybody out from Stoke upwards. You know, I think if Stoke got on a roll, they could make the playoffs, and everybody above Stoke, I think, you know, they are more than capable of putting together a run of 6 or 7 unbeaten with 5 wins, and look how close you are to the playoffs then.
Good luck to Ipswich this week. I do hope they get 3 points.
I don't care
Why?
because it's irrelevant.
What's irrelevant?
An Ipswich game, even
Why?
against them,
Why?
it's irrelevant.
Yeah, but it
Means nothing.
All
It
right,
means
okay.
absolutely nothing.
Well, I just
we're
I-
we're at the end of. It'll be the start of February. It'll be the first game in February,
Yeah.
and we're at home against Nottingham Forest. I have absolutely zero interest what happens at that game. Zero interest.
very controversial tonight.
My
aren't you?
focus is on Birmingham City Football Club.
Rowan Vine, 17 games, 1 goal.
The what? Sorry,
17 games, 1 goal.
17 games, 1 goal.
Thank you for your efforts, Rowan.
And where did he play? What position?
He was a striker.
Striker.
17 games.
I think we bought him for a fair bit of money from I think it was Luton. We bought him from, and he scored a lot of goals at Luton in a division below, I think. And then
I
we
wonder
bought
where
him
he is
in,
now.
and he's 1 in 17 ratio. Fantastic.
Now we have a new manager. Hopefully we'll make a push. Stoke fan, never rated Rowett. Well, I could tell you, Daz, I did warn all the Stokies up my end, mate. I live up there, so I'll get a lot of reaction to it. So
I'll disagree.
Dennis wants to know when you were last happy.
Me? How old am I? 1989 I was born, so I reckon... When did the Berlin Wall come down? Was that 89?
87, wasn't it?
It was built on my birthday, actually, Christmas Day 1961.
Was it?
Oh. I thought it was 89 the Berlin Wall came down.
89, 91.
When was Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You in the charts for all those weeks? Was that 92? 90?
What relevance is that?
I'm just trying to remember the last time I was happy.
Ah, right, okay.
I think it was around about the time Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You was released.
It was 89.
Were you happy that was in the
it was such a beautiful song, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, I was delighted for Bryan, yeah. I think that was around 92, so we'll go 92. 91, Bryan Adams.
Crikey.
2.
I've been born.
And Adrian
I've
says
been married 3 years.
Vine plays for Gosport now. Sorry, Kev French says Vine plays for
okay.
Gosport now. Yeah, and Adrian's confirmed he still plays for Gosport Town.
Well, apparently we're still above the wall. Flipping Blues.
Yeah.
All right, okay. 89 Berlin Wall, says Paul Gill.
Yeah. Thought so.
Tommy Murphy's asking, when is the EFL decision? The only thing we know is it's currently scheduled for sometime in February.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Maybe even Blues don't know, yeah.
Maybe the EFL don't even know.
Nobody knows.
I'm sure there'll be a statement at some point telling us
I was
we've been
listening
very
to
naughty.
WM the other night, and apparently the Albion could be well in the mire next season as well.
A few of them could be.
I don't see how that's possible. They've only just come down.
Because they've actually spent their parachute money before they've got the parachute money, apparently. And they've also took out a loan.
A loan? In football? Surely not, sir.
So
I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't understand the implications of it.
No.
I don't see how West Brom can be in trouble
Not next.
if the EFL rules.
Not next. Well, yeah, but next
If
season.
the EFL rules stipulate 36 million losses over 3 years, how can a team that's spent only 1 year in the EFL break those stipulations?
I don't know.
Don't get it.
Pete Taylor says Rowan Vine, Rowan it is, currently playing for Gosport Borough, although he's had 19 clubs since Birmingham.
Bloody
19 clubs.
Bit of a journeyman striker.
Where is he now?
Mike Smith says Bryan Adams is Welsh. And next quiz question from Paul Gill.
Who's that? Who's Welsh?
Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams is Canadian.
It's Canadian, yeah.
He's Welsh Canadian.
He's not Welsh Canadian. It's just
Pure
Canadian.
Canadian, yeah.
Paul Gill says next quiz question: who knocked Bryan Adams off that number 1 spot? And I do know the answer to this.
It's not Mr. Blobby, is it?
I'll let Pete
It's something
decide.
stupid like that. It is something stupid like that, yeah. It could be. Well, maybe not Mr. Blobbo, but it's something stupid.
Don't mention the parachute to Mr. Fun. Never mention the parachute.
Don't you worry about that. All under control.
Parachutes tonight.
All under control.
Right. Ray saying West Brom will still have big parachute.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
How many seasons do you have parachute?
3.
3.
Okay. Maybe it's the season after they're talking about it.
So they came down last.
Yeah, this is their first season
Yeah.
in the champion,
Yeah.
back in the championship. Yeah, and they've been in the Premier League a while before that.
Well,
Mike Smith says Canada in Wales, little mining village.
Oh, now it all makes sense. That beautiful voice of Bryan Adams's.
and Lindsay's just reminding you about the skydive that you've got to do. Skydive for Annie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Have you not changed your
that's
mind yet?
interesting.
No, just asking.
No,
There may be a change of heart.
there is no. You have to have a heart to have a change of heart.
6 clubs are in embargo, apparently.
Oh, grand stuff. We haven't even spoke about Swansea yet, really, have we?
Oh well,
And we're coming
yeah,
up
I
to the
think.
last 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll have to cancel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very intrigued to hear your news that a local radio station had decided to jump onto
That was a great competition. I
interesting
don't know where they
topic.
got that. Yeah. That was great.
A local radio station.
There's a local radio
local
station. He
Birmingham
said,
radio station.
Well, in the West Midlands.
Not
Yeah.
Switch FM 107.5
No,
and
no.
DAB, no?
No.
No.
In the West Midlands?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
word,
this is-
what, you know, it's like a, you know, who you pay your TV licence to.
Yeah.
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 So you pay your licence fee
in
to
the
listen
West
to,
Midlands.
to listen to certain shows in the West
I
Midlands.
can't remember what the
yeah.
competition was about. Can anyone remember?
Well, wasn't
You told me they were just doing footballers
Yeah,
that
the
sound
Word
like
association.
foods.
Word
Yeah, footballers.
association.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got
Yeah.
that from. That's
Yeah.
great.
Of
What a great
all
idea.
the things to steal from
We
our
should
show,
do that. We should do that.
You could have stolen me.
Yeah.
You could have stolen anything that I've said over the last 5 years. But
Yeah.
no, you go for the cheap laugh a second, 15
Just like we
minutes
do.
of glory.
Yeah, pinching our ideas.
Unbelievable. Shame on you.
Are we doing footballers with food related? No.
Right, okay, I've just seen something. I can't. Right, scroll past me. But the question was, what should Leeds be fined, if anything, for spying?
Nothing.
Exactly my opinion. I think it was a masterstroke.
I mean, is
Nothing.
Is that
It's
something
not
that's
out of the rules. There's no
Never
What,
happened.
what have you broke?
Has it never happened before? Of
course it has.
It must happen every week.
Of course it has.
It's gotta be.
Ray Parlour's, I think in his book, Ray Parlour spoke about how that their Arsenal's training ground used to be right next door to Watford's training ground, and after about half an hour of training, Arsene Wenger would jog over to the other end and just have a look over the fence to see what Watford were doing.
Spot on, Kevin Kelly. Paul Franks has stolen the Bronx hats too. They call them beanies.
Beanie hats, yeah. Beanie giving away beanie hats.
They're giving
now.
away beanie hats?
yeah.
Yeah.
With a Radio West Midlands logo and,
Yeah.
and a Birmingham City logo or any
Yeah.
other
You can choose your
local
team.
Midlands team.
Yeah. Covering all aspects and angles. Yeah. Well
They've
done.
cornered the market, haven't they? They can steal whatever they want now.
Yeah.
So
They're
nothing
spying on us.
nothing for
Yeah,
Spygate.
yeah. But yeah, Paul
fine.
Franks is outside with binoculars now, next to Marcelo Bielsa.
My wife worked with Paul Franks for a long time.
Oh,
She knows him well.
get him on, get him on.
He
Explain
listens.
his actions.
He listens.
Well, of course he listens. He stole the last 15 minutes of
He
it.
does, I know. Come in, Paul. We'll have a laugh.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
Do you know, I don't actually mind Paul Franks,
He's a
actually,
nice
as
guy.
it stands.
He's a nice
I think he's a pretty decent host
He is,
of
yeah.
that show.
Yeah, very good. It does bring a good quality to the show.
I think so.
Yeah.
God, look
I think
at you two.
he's
Look at you two.
he's very
Suck it up now.
he's very diplomatic to people. I mean, some of the idiots that phone up, I'd be absolutely having a right go at them for some of the stuff they say. But
Oh well.
Kevin Kelly says Spygate. Was it cheating or inspired? I think it was
Neither.
Neither. No, but a bit of both.
it's not inspired. It's not inspired because I'm sure it happens week in, week out.
It's always been
It's
part
not
of the
cheating.
game.
It's not
always been
cheating
part
because
of
there's
the
no rules.
game.
There's no rules that say no member of another football club can stand on a public path and try and watch your training session.
It's just
And do you know the worst bit about it? Do you know the thing that disgusted me the most? For journalists like Henry Winter
Aye.
to come out and say how much of a disgrace it was and how Bielsa should be punished and learn. He needs to learn that this doesn't happen in this country unless Henry Winter wants the England team broken 3 days before a game, and he'll hide into trees and toilets and bushes at World Cup camps to find out what's going on so he can break it for his newspaper.
Winter Spygate.
Shame on you, Winter.
these are the people that don't possess 70,000 Zoom cameras.
I know. But honestly, the hypocrisy
It's-
of journalists, any journalist that had a go at Bielsa is shameful. Because you'd have done exactly the same to get a story for your newspaper.
And for the last 10 minutes of the Tilton Talk Show, it's word association. Anything to do with footballers and spying.
Are you listening,
Anything
Paul?
to do with
Are you
footballers
listening, Paul?
and spying. Anything. And I'll start you off with Billy Bond. 007. Billy
Oh,
Bond.
okay.
Yeah, 007.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and Paul
So you
Franks
can go.
nicked,
You
Paul
can
Franks
go.
nicked our idea of getting Gary Monk on the show as well.
Yeah, well.
Steady with that voice.
Oh,
That voice went
I'm
high.
going right up the
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to get angry.
If a certain radio station came in, within the West Midlands, came in for Chris Pugh, how much transfer fee do we ask for?
So we've got Kevin Bond
let me
007.
tell you now, Kevin. You wouldn't need because my transfer request would be in straight away.
What for?
If a radio station within the West Midlands came in for me,
Yeah.
how much would transfer fee would you ask for?
Nothing.
That's what he asked.
Nothing.
Okay.
But my transfer request would be straight in.
Box of Maltesers.
I'm doing a savage. I'm going in with the reserves, saying how badly you've treated me over the
Three
years.
multi
Poor
pies.
girl, very funny, but I didn't read that one out, mate.
What, Jonathan Spectre?
No.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
No. It's probably libel, that is.
Probably, quite possibly.
Wayne Bridge of Spies, that's good
That's
from
very
Mike
good.
Smith, yeah.
Well done.
Jonathan Spectre.
Yeah, that's
S-Key.
David James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jurgen
Chris Pugh is a Robbie
Klinsmann.
Savage. Chris Hidden Kamara. Like that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Quite-
not bad,
quite
actually,
clever,
yeah.
yeah.
Quite a good play on words.
Yeah,
that one.
good one.
Yeah.
I do like Cammy. I think he's quite funny.
Stephen Inspector.
Cammy, Kamara.
Like,
No,
You don't think he's funny?
he's a class clown, isn't he? He's
funny.
an
Yeah.
idiot that don't really know a lot about football. But because he gets all wound up and excitable.
who's this?
Chris Kamara.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Merson's the worst.
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean-
yeah.
I'm not going to say it because it's probably libel and people might.
Who are we to
Yeah, but
call
don't say
anybody?
that,
idiots?
Genuinely baffles me how he's still got a job. But
Right, we've got Stephen Inspector.
hotter chocolate, obviously, which has come up for whatever subject.
Monk Raker. Seb Binocular.
Oh yes, no, we've got it.
That is brilliant.
No, Kev Kelly's won it.
Oh,
Kev Kelly has won it.
Oh, not with the spy.
The spy who unloved me. Brilliant.
Loved me. Oh,
Absolutely
We've
superb.
got Charlie Austin Powers. Hotter chocolate, as we said. Peeping Tommins.
Chocolate one.
That's
That really
terrible.
is funny. Oh, golly, whose was that one? Martin Swinscoe. Superb, mate. Oh, golly.
Seb Binocular's son isn't bad.
Keith Gillespie.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Barry Spy. Graham Hide and Seek.
Spotter. Spotter's pretty good. Never let die Jose Mourinho. Oh, dear. What else we got? Oxlade what's that Oxlade Chamber one?
Oxlade Chamberlain of Secrets.
Very good, very good. David Goldfinger. Very clever. The James Vaughan Identity.
Who?
The
James Vaughan Identity. That's not bad,
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Shaken, not stirred Adams. That's not bad.
Oh, yes.
Diana the David Davis, yeah.
They are clever, aren't they?
Read that next one down.
Which one?
It's just come in.
For Jurgen Klinsmann.
Oh, I need some tissues a bit.
The Spy Who Unloved Me is superb. I'm
clever,
afraid.
isn't it? Yeah.
That's very good,
clever,
Kevin.
it's got it
Very
well.
good.
Gotta have one of those. And
yeah.
one of those.
One flew over the Derby fence.
Gary Gillespionage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Steve. Yeah.
You know what? It genuinely amazes me every week how people come up with this lot.
Gillespionage is pretty good, actually.
It makes me laugh that you don't get nobody for a long time, and then it's the same people who come on the last 15 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
we've been waiting.
They come on for the last 15 minutes.
Spy camp.
It's Paul Franks in different Facebook accounts just coming on.
Or be
Yeah, with
be
a
messing with
6
Jimmy
finger.
later.
One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest. That's
Yeah,
very
that's
good.
Lukaku,
That's very
That's
good.
very good. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so no game to talk about this week then, mate.
No.
So we've just got to wait now till Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday and Swansea and Forest within quick succession. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a show next Monday night, 7:33 till 9. I'm talking about the Swansea game, I dare take it, and what might or might not happen. We'll have your predictions off you then. No point doing them this week, because we'll forget them anyway. So
Yeah.
the Barry Hall Identity,
I preferred the James Vaughan Identity.
the Spy on
That's-
Cop.
Ooh,
No.
Quite clever, it's
Ah,
clever.
not footballer.
clever.
It's clever.
Yeah.
It's not football.
No, I suppose not.
No.
But it's still clever.
Footballers.
I quite like that one. Yeah.
Femi try Martini Jenkins on stage.
That's clever.
pretty good.
Tinker Mike Taylor.
It's pretty good. Tinker Mike Taylor, Soldiers by
Graham hide behind the bushes.
Jonathan, Inspector Clouseau.
Ooh, that's a contender. Gotta be.
Femi try Martini. Shaking nuts there. Oh god, I've got a stomachache. Ooh.
Kevin Kelly says, "Why no games? Are there any meaningless internationals?
Oh,
No
are there?
meaningless
There's no
internationals,
such thing
it's
as a
just-
meaningless
No, there
international.
is.
Yes, there is,
yeah,
Kevin.
there is.
There's no
Yes,
such
there
thing
is.
as a meaningless international.
Yes, there is, Kevin.
But it's FA Cup weekend,
It is a very good weekend.
and Swansea progressed by beating
Oh, of course,
Midlands team in the third round.
So who
So
have they got next? Is it
Gillingham at home, yeah.
Gillingham. Yeah. Yeah, so
for the boys in Casino Royale Blue.
Clever.
very clever.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Mark Adams.
Ooh, the hunt.
The hunt
red.
for Red Otterboar.
That's brilliant.
Paul Franks Worthington.
Oh dear.
That could be libel as well.
Oh, yeah,
we'll probably
yeah.
have
No.
we'll probably have his lawyers on the phone this week.
No. There must be more than one Paul Franks in the world.
Oh, God. That is brilliant. Oh, golly. Do you know what? I can't
Was
wait
it you two, The Fly?
Oh, look at Adam's one there.
License to Gill.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
Expected horse from Simon.
Come on, Paul.
Who
Go.
was it?
Who's what?
Brian Adams. Everything I do it for you. Off the number one then.
Oh, golly. It's gone out my head now.
Oh yeah, come
Oh,
on,
for goodness
come on, people!
sake.
Oh, no,
quickly,
no.
quickly! Who knocked Brian Adams off number one?
It was number one for about 48 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Was it Spice Girls? Nah.
No, it was too early for the Spice Girls. Quantum of Solskjaer. That's another one.
Right.
On the...
You too, says Aaron.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. You two, The Fly.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, The Fly. Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
You two, The Fly is the correct answer.
Okay.
It was The Fly by you two. But
I thought
which
it was-
song?
16 weeks.
16 weeks. Well done, Brian.
Yeah.
That's some effort, that, isn't
That's
it?
his pension money.
It'll
isn't
be
it?
a while until... I don't think we'll ever see a song that's number one for 16 weeks again, do you?
Didn't we have?
Unless we win the world, unless we ever win the World Cup, and it'll probably be Three Lions, which will be number one.
What about Wet Wet
Meaningless.
Wet? How long was that in the charts for?
Yeah,
That was
Love
a
Is
good
All
one.
Around.
That was a good one.
That was a great song.
That was a crap song, but it was.
I love Wet 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 though.
It was. It was
Good
in the
Night
charts
Girl
for
by
us,
Wet
wasn't
Wet
it?
Wet.
Oh,
That's an outstanding musical piece.
On to the Birmingham City Show.
Jesus.
Can Mr. Fun sing out the show? No.
Yes, that'd be nice.
No.
Why not?
I can't sing.
You can't.
No.
No, you can't. No.
I have no musical voice.
No.
I have no tendencies for music.
Yeah.
I love music.
Obviously.
I love listening to music. Music is the key to life, I think.
Inspector Force.
No, don't like it.
The Crankies knocked him off. Yeah.
Which other band equalled the 16 weeks of Brian Adams, says Paul Gill?
I think it was
you
Wet
thought
Wet
it was
Wet.
Wet Wet
Could
Wet.
be Wet Wet Wet.
I think Rihanna had a good crack at it as well with Umbrella, but I don't think it was anywhere near. It might have been 10-ish.
Yeah.
I'm putting my money on Wet Wet Wet. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
But which song kept Vienna by Ultravox off the charts?
You've got to listen to this.
Okay.
Hotter Nova Chocolate.
Oh,
Nova Chocolate.
yeah. No, but it's hot. It's hotter chocolate, and I've said I made a rule that was never going to be accepted again. So
There you go. Wet 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 was 15 weeks.
15.
It was
Oh.
close. Yeah.
And what was Rihanna Umbrella?
It's crap.
We could have talked about this next week as well.
I know, yeah.
Next week.
Which song kept Vienna by Ultravox off the number one spot?
That's your last question of the night. Dear me.
Adam
It wasn't
says he'll
the
always
fly
love
by
you.
you.
Adam says he'll always love you.
That's lovely. That
Whitney
is.
Houston.
It's not right, but it's lovely. I really appreciate the thought.
Oh, sorry. That was wrong.
Oh, you shot him.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sure that answer will come in a second or two. So In the meantime, this last 10 minutes...
Tebilly Never Dies.
No.
I like that.
No,
I'm still giving it to The Spy Who Unloved Me.
Yeah, it's great.
It was! Brett Stanley's got it. It was Joe Dolce, Shut Up in Your Face.
Ah, shut up.
Kev Kelly, Paul Franks is now doing a music quiz show on a Friday night. I wonder who's inspired that. Nice one.
Very good, Kev.
We'll sign out with that one, Kev. Thanks ever so much. Keep right on.
It was Shut Up in Your Face
Shut
by
Up in Your
Joe
Face,
Dolce.
Dolce.
Joe Dolce.
Joe Dolce. Beg your pardon. Well, it's been another mad one. This has been the Tilton Talk Show. Thanks for joining in with us, and we'll see you back here next Monday, 7:30.
Sometimes we talk about football.
Yeah, sometimes 7:30 through till 9. And of course, you can catch up with the show tomorrow night on Switch Radio 107.5 and DAB across the Birmingham regions. Thanks ever so much for being with us. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Mr. Fun. Not even a smile before we go. A grimace. And from me, good night.
Good night.
If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode. Where all you
Watching till the end of the day. We're so happy, following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham City, down at St Andrews, we are lost supporters of our team. We chanted super blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton, we'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy, following the blues. We love you, what more can